It's the time to rise and go home. Any man, any man, any man, any man in another man's house. Any man, any man, any man, any man in another man's house. I am
want no bad mind people around where we don't want no bad vibe people in here. Pure energy, what we want surround where pure good vibes in the atmosphere. And we don't want no bad mind people around where we don't want no bad vibe people in here. Pure energy, what we want surround where. One every time I get the chance, all I wanna do is dance. Get busy now. Work with it now. We got work to do. Get busy now. I'm telling you. Alright. Back in a wine, back in a wine. Dance. Back in a wine, back in a wine. Back in a wine, back in a wine. Back in a wine, one more time.
rise up, Marty Crew, rise up. It's the time to rise and go home. Rise up, Marty Crew, rise up. It's the time to rise and go home. Any man, any man, any man, any man in another man's house. Any man, any man, any man, any man in another man's house.
Around where we don't want no bad vibe people in here. Pure energy, what we want surround where pure good vibes in the atmosphere. And we don't want no bad vibe people around where we don't want no bad vibe people in here. Pure energy, what we want surround where. One every time I get the chance, all I wanna do is dance. Get busy now. Work with it now. We got work to do. Get busy now. I'm telling you. Alright. Back in a wine, back in a wine. Dance. Back in a wine, back in a wine. Back in a wine, back in a wine. Back in a wine, one more time.
All right, good morning. Welcome to the Rise Up Morning Show. And this January, what's the date today? January the 24th. Welcome, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Well, you know, Friday, Saturday, Monday, self-employed is all the same. But for you who have a good weekend ahead of you, welcome, welcome, welcome. The sun is breaking right here. We're on the northern side of the island. Just on the phone with Peter Bailey. He's on his way here, director, journalist, and he's going to be one of the people we're going to be talking with. What a week it's been, and a lot to come. We're closing out January. So listen, it's 2025. So them goals you have, or those benchmarks you set, every day you have to be working in that direction. What's going on today with the weather? Let's tell you right now. It's feeling good. Yesterday we had more than scattered showers. They tell us it was going to be scattered showers, but that thing was raining just about all day. Today, the predictions are 76 degrees Fahrenheit. It will be mostly sunny skies, and the high will be 83 on this humid day. All right? We're not seeing any showers. You know, usually when we pull up this chart right here, I'm going to show it to you. You get to see the rain flowing. We're not seeing any precipitation. So that's a good thing. Just break out the umbrellas in case it gets too hot. So perfect day for the beach. If you're visiting, welcome to the Virgin Islands, where America's paradise, a beautiful place. So yesterday we had the swearing ceremony for the Commissioner of Police and the OMB Director. Commissioner of Police, now Mario Brooks. OMB Director, Julio Reimer. We're going to give you clips of those event. A very nice speech. Those gentlemen, Mario having basically a lifetime in law enforcement. So big ups to him and big up to the men and women of the Virgin Islands Police Department. Julio Reimer having been WAPA via He did a lot of transformations in VIA. So much, so much. He's been all over. VIHFA. He's been at OMB before now, making his way back. So we're going to give you that clip. What else we're going to be showing you? I promised you the clips from the WAPA highlights of the ribbon cutting. Early this morning around 3 a.m., there was a power outage here in the St. Thomas district. Not sure of the cause, but our generator kicked in, to be honest. But I heard when it kicked out. So I don't think that power outage was was more than 30 minutes. I mean, an outage, you get your fan on. You know, when the power go out, then the mosquitoes start to buzz. It's definitely upsetting. But the whole process of these Wazella generators, if they have standby power available so that the outages are shorter and power is more stable. And we get to see a bit of that this morning in the power outage. So you're going to get a clip of that, of the ribbon cutting. We're going to re-air the VIPD announcement with the new acting chief, Deborah Hodge. Yesterday we aired it. We're going to just re-air it today because it's positive news. She's announcing the confiscation of 22 handguns and a machine gun in the St. Thomas district. So that's big things, man. Those guns are off the streets, and once guns are off of the street, it's like a life being saved. Right now, we're going to show you this flyer. This is happening right now, this morning. It's a VI Continuum of Care Council of Homelessness 2025 point in time count. So this is a coordinated community effort to estimate the number of people experiencing homelessness in the community in a single day and night, and includes a survey administered to the individuals experiencing homelessness. HUD will use the count data to evaluate the effectiveness of USVI efforts to address homelessness and to determine funding amounts for future programming. Accurate data is essential for the USVI. Please join us. They were doing it yesterday and this morning. Dan Durima, who is now the executive director at MTOC, just got off the phone with him about 10 minutes ago, and they are on the scene. They are leading this count. They are part of the effort. I don't want to say that they're leading it. It's a group of different organizations that service the homeless community. And I don't know if it's just you or me. That's a topic we're going to jump on because there seem to be more homeless people popping up here in the Virgin Islands. I mean, there's some new faces, regular faces, but there's some new ones that are popping up. And they're more creative as well. But we know there's a variety of reasons that cause homelessness. Could be economic hardship, mental illness, drug abuse. So our community, these counts and these efforts are important so that we can relate to our federal partners. They help funding resources we need to address it. I mean, sometimes you were seeing a homeless person right there and the walkway between Yathaven Grand heading down the waterfront. Some of them sleeping in tourist areas, residential areas. We see some of them walking now, coming to the west. We don't want you in the west. Stay in town. Actually, we need a solution for them. So that effort is being taken place this morning. The Continuum of Care Council, they're addressing the homelessness and they're doing that count. So big ups to them. Well, on this Friday, what else is taking place? Man, there's no ships in town today. So it's a great day for you to go down and let me bring it back here. Great day if you want to go shopping, you want to go Main Street and do that early Valentine's Day shopping. Listen, hint, hint. You could go down there, check out Golkana, Valentine's, Jewelbox. Of course, our friends over at Cardao, you could go and check them out because you don't want to go home Valentine's Day empty-handed. That's a no-no. So listen, it's 6:48. I tell you, promised you to get to work on time today, and we did. So we are here, and we're going to be excited. Peter Bailey is going to be joining us, but we're going to share with you some of the clips and the news that has been happening. First, we're going to air the VIPD special, announcing the guns that they picked up, and then highlights from the swearing in. Then we're going to come back, and we're going to show clips. We're going to have a conversation, have a great time. But you know what I'm excited to really do? I'm ready to launch giveaways. That's what I want to do. I love to give away people things, show you businesses, show you products. That's coming next week. We still here Tighten the Hatches and the Rise Up Morning Show. So next week, we're going to be doing some giveaways. But as for now, let's see from the Acting Chief of Police, Ms. Deborah Hodge, announcing this this confiscation of guns in the St. Thomas, St. John district.
Good day, I am Deborah Hodge, your Acting Chief of Police for the St. Thomas, St. John, Water Island District. Alongside me is Donna Storg, your Acting Deputy Chief of Police, Captain Gregory Penn, Commander of the Special Operations Bureau, and Sergeant Lauren Clark, Commander of the Special Response Team. In keeping with our commitment to remain transparent and ensure accountability, it was necessary to highlight the hard and tireless work that our officers have been doing as they took to the streets for numerous operations. These operations began on October 1, 2024 through the end of December under the leadership of Captain Gregory Penn. During these operations, officers were able to recover an assault rifle and 22 handguns, 5 of which had obliterated serial numbers. Yes, we stress obliterated because that means, in essence, and I remain dedicated to upholding the safety and security of our beautiful islands. But we also recognize that we cannot do it alone. We need the support of the members of the Virgin Islands Police Department, and we need your support. We need to invest in programs that not only prevent gun violence, but those programs that identify and engage with at-risk youth, as well as strive to identify the psychological, developmental, and social factors responsible for criminal behaviors. Rest assured that we remain dedicated, and we thank you in advance for your trust and support in this team. We appreciate all the efforts made in crime fighting, and we ask that if you see something, please say something. You can do so by calling 911, Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS, or you can also call 340-776-9110. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Notable occasion, the swearing-in ceremony for another installation of the Governor's Cabinet. Commissioner Designee of the Virgin Islands Police Department, Mr. Mario Brooks, and the Director Designee of the Office of Management and Budget, Mr. Julio A. Reimer Sr.
There's another quote from Dr. Martin Luther King that I wanted to share this morning from one of his speeches, and it says, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." And I wanted to share that this morning because these two, I'm going to say young people, come to the governor's cabinet in a time when there is somewhat of a cloud over these agencies and over this government with regard to various allegations that have been made. And I commend them for still being willing and able to take the challenge of leadership, even in difficult moments. And I don't think people understand when we serve in these public capacities how much of an opportunity we have to build our character. The things you want to say, but you don't. The things you may want to do, but you don't. The things you say to make others feel better, right? And the things you hold back so that they don't feel worse. All of this is such a testament to character. And many people say, well, it's the truth. So I said, whether you're upset or not, that's your business. But we know that the truth hurts. And even when you speak the truth, there is a way to speak it. There is a way to deliver it, right? And so I am grateful to Julio Reimer and to Mario Brooks that they have decided that they will take the challenge regardless. And we should applaud them for that. Give them a hand for me.
Repeat after me. I,
Julio A. Reimer Sr.,
do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend
that I would
support, obey,
and defend
the Constitution and laws
Constitution and laws
of the United States applicable to the United States Virgin Islands, I
Mario M. Brooks,
do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States applicable to the United States Virgin Islands and the laws of the United States Virgin Islands, that I take this obligation freely without any purpose of evasion or mental reservation, that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of Police Commissioner of the Virgin Islands Department of Police, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties as Director of the Office of Management and Budget of the Government of the Virgin Islands with fidelity. So help me God. Congratulations. With fidelity. So help me God. Congratulations. Okay.
I would be remiss today by getting up here and saying thanks to my family, but today is a different kind of approach I'm going to actually take today. There's a guy in this room that for me, for the last 50-something years, that no matter how high I get or how great I think I am, I have one conversation, just one. And it brings me right back down to earth to say, listen, you is Julio, you is not the greatest baseball player in the world, you're not this senator, or you're not this director, you're just Julio. So today for me, it's like a day that I celebrate my father. So my father, a man of few words, but his greatness personified. Understand that. Whereas I watch my brothers, I watch my friends, and all of them call him Pops. Everyone. Why? Not because he says anything, not because he's loud. He just commands respect without saying anything. So for me, I found a quote that I'm going to leave you guys with today. The greatness of a man is not how much wealth he acquires, but his integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively. And that is my father, James Reimer Sr. Thank you.
My fellow members of the Virgin Islands National Guard, thank you for your support. As I reflect on my career, I'm reminded of the many dedicated officers, leaders, and community members I've had the privilege of working alongside. Each has contributed in some way to shaping my vision of policing. One grounded in collaboration, transparency, and mutual respect. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the hard work and dedication of those who have held the position before me. Their leadership has laid a strong foundation, and I look forward to building on their successes. To my dedicated, battle-tested personnel of the Virgin Islands Police Department, both sworn and civilian, we have weathered many numerous hurricanes, navigated a global pandemic, and persevered successfully despite very limited manpower. Your hard work and sacrifice continue to inspire me daily. Policing is not an easy job, and it often goes unrecognized. I promise to continue fostering that spirit of collaboration in your support. I'm committed to enhancing the training and resources that support you so that we can effectively navigate the complexities of modern policing. Your courage and professionalism and compassion strengthen my department and ensure that we will fulfill our mission to protect and serve. I'd like to take this time and this opportunity to recognize two of our brave officers, Officer Lauren Williams and Officer Kareem Smith. Know that we pray for your speedy recovery and return to the active force soon. By their actions, they demonstrated yet again that our dedication to public safety means carrying the full weight of the community's safety on our shoulders. It is not an easy task. I also want to thank my family and friends for their unwavering support throughout this journey. You have stood by me through every challenge and triumph, and I would not be here without your love and encouragement. Your belief in me keeps me grounded, and I'm grateful for your strength. I continue to ask for your patience and love as we navigate these trying times. As the days at work extend into late nights, I will remind you, trust me, I will remind you that you encouraged me to take this job, so don't complain. As I take on this new role, I understand the responsibility that comes with it. The challenges we face in law enforcement today are significant, but I also see them as opportunities for positive change. The world around us is changing rapidly, and so we must change our approach to policing. As your police commissioner, I pledge to lead with integrity, transparency, and accountability. I will continue to support our officers and the community alike, addressing concerns and improving public safety through innovative and forward-thinking approaches. Thank you again for your faith in me. I'm excited about the work ahead, and I look forward to continuing to serve our community alongside the fine men and women of your Virgin Islands Police Department as your police commissioner. Thank you.
First, I want to say, I just want to acknowledge my lieutenant governor because, his words today were so awesome. When you go talk to Tregenza, you need 2 scuba tanks, okay? I just want to give him the credit because he always has such good things to say, and they're so profound. And as a politician, he speaks to things that our community needs to hear all the time. And it's that depth that we don't see today when you listen to politicians speak nowadays. When you take up this mantle of responsibility, you are the last defense from the Virgin Islands to the world. 100,000 souls count on us every day to do our best. Not only in the actions we take to make administration and policy come forth, but also in how we wear our mantles of respect. Governor, commissioner, director, senator. People are looking every single day. And like the lieutenant governor say, is what you want to say and what you don't say. But think about the little children that are growing up and who they want to be. Are we wearing those mantles? So when we let down the Virgin Islands in any way, whether it's in deed or action or inaction, 100,000 people feel the impact. And much more that don't live here because they're more in our business than we are. Them one Virgin Islanders who live in Atlanta and them kind of place. I hope it cool up there. We are, like Obama said, and it was, sitting there watching presidents and Obama especially, I admire him a lot because he carries not only the mantle of the presidency and the nation, but he carries the mantle of being a black man in America. You see 2 black men up here now, got to take on this too because the pressure is always on us to do more, to be more, to see more. Iconic. So today I welcome you into our cabinet officially. And know that you wear the mantle of not just the Bryan administration, not just the Roach administration, but so much more. Our people are going to count on you to make the right decisions. Some popular, some unpopular. By the end of the day, we have to feel, each one of us, that we have a role to be iconic Virgin Islands because this is our home and nobody else ain't coming to save us. God bless you on your journey through this very perilous time. Because there's all kinds of people waiting to see you fall. So no matter how many clouds may gather on the horizon, always be the beacon of light that shines bright, that represents the Virgin Islands. God bless you and Godspeed on your way. Love you.
All right, that's Governor Albert Bryan Jr. Lieutenant Governor Tregenza Roach, the new Commissioner of Police, Mario Brooks officially, and the new OMB Director, Julio Reimer. Well, listen, we're having a little technical issue with Facebook. The YouTube is live. So what we're going to do is we're going to step off. Our interviewee has arrived. We're going to share more information on you. So if you logged in on YouTube, you could see it. But we're going to break it and we're going to bring back up the live to make sure that we rejoin on the Facebook side of the community. All right? So just see us in a few and we'll be right back.